It's been the home of the Chiefs since 1972. GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. We are set for a good one. Off we go from Kansas City. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
Mike, this defense talked all week about the importance of coming out fast and starting this game the right way, and it's less about the loss of yards there on that first play and more about just setting the tone. Hey, we're going to be here all day. We're bringing it. And boy, did they ever.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Patrick to throw. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Hey, 57, 57. Yellow.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. A gain there of 11. 1st down, KC.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Christian Wilkins on the stop. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down. Able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
1st down throw, Mahomes. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Number 26.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Here's a 1st carry for their running back. And he's going to pick it up. Take it down inside the 35 for the 1st down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short, the ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Space to run inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. That is 16th touchdown of the year. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
They'll run with the Boise State product, Ashton Genty. And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Short pass taken in by the tight end.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Here's 1st and 10. Run right up the gut with Genty. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. To the left side, it is caught by Myers. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. The drive will start on the ground. Room to run past midfield. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, KC. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. And 17 for the season.
Well, on one sideline, you're ecstatic. You couldn't have dreamed up a better start. 2 drives, 2 long touchdowns. But then across the field, they've got to answer some hard questions. They've got to figure out exactly what they're doing wrong defensively, because if there's one thing in the NFL, you cannot give up big plays, and you especially can't give up big plays for touchdowns.
Makes the score Chiefs 14, Raiders nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. On the ground, it's Genty to start the drop. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and 9. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got it downfield. Myers the connection. And he will score. Jacoby Myers. Touchdown, Vegas.
But think back to their first possession of this game, Mike. It resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Second and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He'll go underneath here. The running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Give them 14 on that one. And the Chiefs have a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
From the 42-yard line, here's second and 1.
Yellow.
They'll stick with him again. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
That's good for a Kansas City
1 quarter
Chiefs.
in the books. 14-7 is our score.
First and 10 at the
We'll be back
34-yard
in Kansas
line.
City after this. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with first and 10. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A gain of 2.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They need the 24-yard line as they come up for 3rd down. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts to talk things over before 3rd down. To throw is Mahomes. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down. Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. This will be a 48-yard attempt. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down.
47-yard line.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. To the right side, hauled in by Myers. Attack is going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
15 yards on the play.
Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw. He'll go right back to Myers. And he's very close to a 1st down. He's out after a pickup of 9.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll look to throw again. He'll look deep for Pittman. That is hot. What a throw. Michael Pittman. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
They go three tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Yellow, yellow. Right side.
They'll begin here on the ground. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Eric Stokes, the corner. They're on the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
Yellow. Right side.
Mahomes back. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7?
Yellow. Right side.
Now Mahomes. That is caught. Finding Higgins. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Chiefs 1st down.
Kansas City Chiefs.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And a determined run there inside the 40. It's a gain of 9 yards.
10 yards on the pickup.
This offensive line continues to be very physical at the point of attack. They've been able to give their backs plenty of room to run. And that's why they've already eclipsed the century mark here in the opening half.
2nd and inches.
Yellow. Right side.
Whoa! He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the 1st down. A pickup of 8.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
They'll come up here 1st and 10.
Yellow. Right side.
A handoff as they try to run it here. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26. They go play action with Mahomes. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
.21 is the line to gain as we hit 3rd down.
Yellow. Right side.
Throwing is Mahomes. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
On 4th down, Harrison Butker on for the Kansas City field goal. This one from 43 yards away. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chiefs will extend their lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that ball incomplete over the middle. He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one. It's second down.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
And you'll take this up past the 40, pick up the 5.
Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. It's 3rd and 4. He'll drop to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Percy Butler. And the Chiefs are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Yellow, yellow. Underwood. Spartan.
Play action here. Mahomes. Now he'll run it.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. Sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
They'll come up now for second down and 4.
Yellow, yellow. Yellow. Spartan.
Here's Mahomes. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it's going to be third down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
They go 5 receivers for third down and 4.
Yellow. Hey, body. Spartan.
Here's Mahomes. Forced out left. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
to throw. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And it's a big run down to the 10-yard line. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space, and man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up first and goal.
Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it first, and he's in. Touchdown, Chiefs. It's his third touchdown catch this year. Here's the Chiefs and Mahomes lining up to add on two more.
The Chiefs will set up for the two-point conversion.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for two is unsuccessful.
Harrison Butker to kick off.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way.
The Raiders take over first down 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. It's pulled in by the Chiefs. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Back to throw here to begin the drive. They'll try to set up the screen to Genty. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield. On second down, Genty. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line. Now timeout signal for him, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on third down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of third down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
Here we go. Track him. 60. 60 by 6. 60 back there. 60.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. Bauer's the man in motion. They'll start on the ground with Genchi. Drawing some oohs and ahs from the crowd, juking his way forward for a gain of a couple.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Now they'll set up to throw. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
They need 8 as they come up for third down. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll talk things over before third down. To throw. Able to find Pittman. It's complete. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it looks like this is going to be a 3 and out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther.
At their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Sunday. Yellow. That's a long way.
Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And that is incomplete.
I think when that ball left his hand, he had visions of a big play, and then that big play almost got flipped on its head because I think he's lucky that that ball didn't end up going back the other direction because that defender got both hands on it but just couldn't come down with the pick.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. To throw is Mahomes. To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 19 in the air. First down, KC.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. And the Chiefs have a first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Yellow. Let's go, little lady. Right side.
Now, Mahomes. A throw out wide. That is dropped. That could be a live football. He's inside the 40 to the 20. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
This taken at the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Yellow. Hero 15. Come back. Right side.
On first down, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. Oh, a bad decision there. Off his back foot, it's intercepted.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. A run out of the gun for Gentry. And he'll get about 4 to the 29. Second and 5.
He stumbles at the 29-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
They'll go again with Gentry. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
A gain of a yard brings up third and 5.
Third and 5.
Here we go. Mafl 80. Trap 60. Let go.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Jack Besh that time. And that's going to lead to a fourth down. The Raiders send their punt team out. That's fielded at about the 18. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. He's inside the 35. And he will go all the way. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City. That touchdown number 23 for him on the season. And Butker on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chiefs will extend this third quarter lead.
40, Raiders 21. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. A ball deep for the end zone. And he'll take it on in. Jacoby Myers. Touchdown, Vegas. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders are able to edge a bit closer.
Raiders 28.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
To the ground, a 1st down run. He finds a seam, a good run, up past the 40. Let's give him 9 on that one.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 9.
From the 41,
Brings up
it's second and 1.
Yellow.
They'll turn and hand this one off. Inside the 25. The defense saves the touchdown, but a terrific run. It'll be 1st and goal inside the 10. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 54 yards. From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal.
Yellow.
Mahomes back. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Raiders. What a spectacular take back for the score. You can stay in your own end zone and just take the touchback. Better yet, go the other way and get the touchdown.
And just a great heads-up play there, Mike, not only to secure the ball in the end zone, but then to recognize he had an alley. He's able to outrun the rest of those guys, and now he finds himself taking it all the way back for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
At their own 21-yard line.
Now a give up the middle. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 9.
Hero 15. 15. Yellow.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Catch left side is made by Higgins. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. That one good for 26 yards. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
At the 48-yard line.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Yellow. Side.
4th quarter begins on the ground. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Midfield. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll work just shy of midfield on 2nd and 9.
Yellow. There's a wide right. Side.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 15 yards through the air. Good for a Chiefs 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7.
Yellow.
Now Mahomes. Here's a screen set up for Watson. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
First down awaits at the 26-yard line. And here's third down.
Yellow. Arms go wide, 80. Yellow, yellow. Where's it?
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That is caught. Finding Higgins. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up first and goal.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
Liking, 8-2.
Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
They get away from their running back down here near the goal line, Mike. They change it up. They give the ball to their wide receiver. He gets stuffed. Not a lot of space to operate down here.
So the ball still at the 8-yard line for second down and goal.
Here we go. Set. Cougar 19. Ready.
Here's a designed run. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Chiefs 47, Raiders 35.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready, set. Let's go. 70 Lions. Go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, falling away. What a throw. He drops it in there. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
19 tight. 19 tight. Ready. Dragon 6. Cougar 19.
He'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Set up. Warriors. Back to 60. Back to 60.
Back to the air again on second and 10. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's got a man. That's Myers. And he's got 3 touchdowns for him. Numbers 6, 7, and 8 on the season. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Yellow. Return.
Now a give on the ground, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Yellow. Let's go, Blue Lady. What you got? Right.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. It is 3rd and long.
Fight on these two. Let's go, Lord.
Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll talk things over before 3rd down.
Yellow. Let's go, Lord. Attack. Hey, color.
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield.
At their own 46-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. He'll complete that to his fullback. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Seems like the fullback is kind of the last of a dying breed, but we see them used occasionally in the run game. But man, when you have a guy that you can target in the passing game, it just adds one more layer for a defense to have to worry about.
And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Got it. Ready?
The crowd at Arrowhead roaring. Here's third down. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts. And it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. This crowd urging the defense on. It is 3rd and 8. They'll run here. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. They get 24 on that one. First down, Vegas.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Drew Tranquil. He is out of bounds, but that's a nice return to give the offense the ball up past the 45-yard line.
Well, if there's one thing we can say about this quarterback, Mike, is he has certainly been entertaining. I mean, there's been a lot of good, a little bit of bad, and it's kind of come all over the place. But as many nice throws as he's made, he's got to cut down on some of the interceptions.
Now timeout Vegas. That is their second. And they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Second down and 3.
Yellow.
He works free, right side. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Now Butker to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Chiefs will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Raiders 42. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. They'll come up for first and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's going to let one go, looking for Myers. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down. Jacoby Myers was the intended target. And it'll bring up second down. Now they'll set up to throw. Firing the left side and caught by Pittman. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Raiders.
Back to throw. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
And you can see the coach on the sideline just kind of shake his head. He's got to have a conversation with his quarterback to just make better decisions. I mean, that was almost his third interception of the game. He's got to just take a deep breath. Don't continue to force throws into bad spots. Take what's there, find the open target, and maintain possession.
They'll come up now for second down.
Set. Let's go.
Here we go. One final play. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. And make that a 5th straight victory, as they're looking tougher and tougher to beat every week